So right after a couple of days fishing in every known water bodies in Orb Vallis, I finally have all the data about all the things that you need to know about servo fishing in Fortuna. In this video, I will try to cover the different types of fishes in Orb Vallis, where they are located, where are the best hotspots, baits, fishing spears and many more. All in all, this will be your one-stop guide if you want to learn how to efficiently fish those mechanical life form, living in the waters of Orb Vallis. When you want to get fishing spears, baits, or just want to get a trophy to put on your orbiter, then go head to the business, or often called as biz. Here, you can get the 2 new fishing spears. Now, what's the difference between the 2 fishing spears? Is the advanced one worth getting? Aside from the fact that the shockrate fishing spear is required to catch and preserve servo fish in Orb Vallis, it also stuns nearby fishes. But usually, the stun isn't really that helpful as fish can move again before you can throw your spear. On the other hand, the stunner fishing spear paralyzes nearby fishes, and the effect is pretty long. This paralysis effect is quite handy when catching agile fish, like those stromazone found in ponds. But if you can manage catching fish with the basic spear, then you can just set aside getting the advanced one. Anyway, all servo fish can be caught using the basic fishing spear, so there's really no need to invest your standings with the advanced one. It's really just a personal preference. Baits are not also a necessity, but could be worth having if you want to get a unique resource from a servo fish as fast as possible. Rare servo fish, like those stromazone, and these orokin lobsters can spawn without the help of baits. However, if you really want to make the fishing process a lot faster, then use baits, as they increase the spawn rates. Just remember, baits cost standings, and they only last for a couple of minutes, so I advise you to be wise, and just use those baits for rare servo fish, and don't get broad and narrow spectrum baits. Lastly, you can provide servo fish on biz to get Solaris United standings in return. However, I really don't advise you to do that as fish resources are really important in my honest opinion. If you want to farm standings fast and cheap, then go ahead and do mining in Orb Vallis. I have a mining guide which I will link at the end of this video, in case you want to know all the things about mining, and the best mining spot in Orb Vallis. Instead of providing fish, I really suggest that you dismantle them, and get those unique resources. Why? Because most of these resources are important in crafting different things in Fortuna, and they are also a great source in getting those debt bonds. For those people who are asking for a debt bond guide, I tell you now, the best way to get these debt bonds is through ticker. Doing bounty missions will definitely burn you out if you intend farming those debt bonds by this method. Aside from resources found in Star Chart, and mining resources, some of the debt bonds can be purchased with servo fish unique materials, and credits of course. In fact, you can stockpile a lot of debt bonds if you just fish and mine. Now let's talk how to fish and where are the best spots to fish in Orb Vallis. Shock spears are thrown just like the fishing spears on the plains of Eidolon. However, once the servo fish is caught, a silver shock gauge will appear. This initiates a minigame where players have to time the movement of a white marker to land on the small red section of the gauge using the fire button. If you timed it well, a shock pulse stuns the servo fish, allowing it to be lifted from the water. If the player fails to land the marker on the red zone, the player will be staggered and fish will escape. If the player does nothing, the bar will reset and are able to re-attempt right away. Servo fishes are either located in lakes, ponds, or waters inside caves, and each water bodies are inhabited with different types of servo fish. In addition, weather conditions also affects the spawn of some servo fishes, except for those who are located at caves. Other servo fish may spawn in warm weather, while others may spawn in cold to freezing temperatures. To make it a bit easier for you, I have made a servo fish spreadsheet, which basically shows you all the information you need about these servo fishes. This spreadsheet highlights all the servo fish you can get in each types of water bodies, plus when will they spawn, and other data such as the unique resources they give, baits, and standings earned per quality. If you want, you can download this spreadsheet by using the link I have provided below the video description later. For now, let me show you where are the best water hotspots in Orb Vallis. If you are looking for servo fishes inhabiting ponds, then I advise you to fish on Sperm Pond. It's located at the bottom of Transit Depot. Well, albeit you won't miss this location, and you can easily recognize it with its form. Of all ponds I have found, this spot right here is the best in my honest opinion when it comes to farming those servo fishes located in ponds. Just a quick tip, remember that weather conditions does affect the spawn of certain fishes, so don't ever use a stromazone bait in warm weather, as these type of fishes only spawn in cold temperatures. When it comes to Lake Servo fishes, I suggest trying out Coolant Lake. It's the lake that surrounds the Coolant Reservoir in Orb Vallis. In here, you can farm all Lake Servo fishes. Just remember, like pond fishes, certain kind of lake fishes spawn in different types of weather conditions. So, I advise you to really check out the Servo fishing spreadsheet I have made. Last but not the least, for fishes found on caves, I advise you to try out this cave, located at the bottom of Spaceport. I call this hotspot, Chill Cave, as usually, I just chill and fish in this cave. This is the best spot in my honest opinion, when it comes to farming those rare types of orogin fish, plus all those other types of fishes that spawn on caves. Like I have said earlier, cave servo fishes are not affected by weather conditions, so cave fishes in here just spawn randomly, but baits do affect their spawn rate however. So that's all about it. I do hope that I have provided all the necessary details about servo fishing in this video. Before you leave, please do give this video a thumbs up if you find it informative, and you can support this channel by subscribing and turning that notification bell. Just a reminder, our Prime Vault giveaway is still available and you can join in via Discord and have a chance to win either Maghorn over Prime Vault pack. Lastly, you can follow me on Twitter if you like. All links are on the video description below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.